Hello, leaders. I'm Dr. Patrick Jinks, leadership and strategy coach and president of the Jinks Perspective. Happy 2023, a few days late. I have a tool and a free offer for you. Let's cue it up. Okay, first of all, I realize we have been away from this YouTube channel for a little while. I've been focusing more on our podcast. It's called The Leadership Window. We're getting thousands of listeners each week, and it continues to grow because we're producing really rich episodes. So before we get going on today's content, let me remind you to check out our podcast at jinksperspective.com. JINKS perspective.com. Once you're there, just click on podcast from the main menu at the top to see all our current episodes. You can subscribe to the podcast on any of the major platforms, wherever you normally get your podcasts. And if you're in leadership, and particularly in the work of nonprofits or social sector organizational leadership, this show is absolutely for you. So I hope you'll check it out. Okay. It's 2023, and people who know me know that this is absolutely my favorite time of year. I love the start of a new year. I gain tremendous amount of energy at the beginning of a day, a week, a month, or even a year. I'm going to keep this short and simple. I have a coaching question for you that many of you have heard me ask before, and here's today's version of it. For 2023, what are the 5 most important things you need to accomplish for your organization? In other words, if your organization could only achieve 5 things in the coming year, what had those 5 things better be? Now, you don't need it, but if it will help, you can download our simple coaching sheet by clicking on the link that's in the video description below this video. But you can use a whiteboard, your own planning tool. You can use Post-it notes. The key here is to list them in writing, the 5 most important things. Now, don't list 3 or 4 and don't list 6 or 7. Make it 5. Trust me when I say there's just something sort of magical about limiting that to a specific number. In fact, my coaching clients know that the 5-point plan is probably my most utilized coaching tool. And if you want to learn more about the 5-point plan as a concept and why I love it so much, click the other link that's also in the video description below. Now, I'm a big believer in the use of the 5-point plan on a daily basis, but I know many leaders don't pause that often to think about their bigger priorities. The beginning of the year is a perfect time to pause. So here's the deal. If you will email me your 5 big things for 2023, I'll offer you 1 free coaching session with me to help you think about what it'll take to accomplish those 5 things. This will be a confidential, one-on-one conversation to help you make sure you execute on those 5 things. Just send your email to patrick@jinksperspective.com. List your 5 priority action items for the year, and I will personally respond to schedule our coaching session. I offered this last year, got a tremendous response, so I decided to do it again this year. And if you don't want to send your list to me or you're not interested in the coaching session, that's fine. I do want to encourage you to build this list for yourself and for your team. Ask them to do the same. Once you build your list, find a way to keep it in front of you and your team all year. How will you make sure that those 5 things are front and center at all times? Remember, we aren't talking about New Year's resolutions. We're talking about the 5 biggest actions your organization, your team, your stakeholders will be counting on from you. And that's the Jinx Perspective for this week. If you would like to discover ways that we can help you or your organization achieve greater clarity, simplicity, or alignment in your organization as you go about your mission, you can schedule a free discovery call with me by clicking the link that's also in the video description below this video. In the meantime, if you haven't already, always got to make this reminder, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button below, and also always make sure you click the bell icon so that you make sure you receive notifications when new episodes are posted. And that's it. Happy New Year. Lead on.